You're under arrest, Mr. Craig.
I tried to be on your side, Mr. Earp, but you wouldn't let me. Now I'm against you. And you ain't gonna take me.
Yes, I am, boy.
All right, then. We might as well find out right now how good I really am.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Before Wyatt Earp had been Marshal of Dodge City for very long, his fame had spread throughout the West. But fame, as Wyatt found out, is a coin with two sides. It is both a reward and a punishment. It brings trouble and carries responsibility. It was Wyatt Earp's fame that brought the boy Jimmy Craig to Dodge City.
Hey, Gabe, will you look at that? Hey, son, where's this gun taking you?
Like to break his leg, mightn't it?
Hey, Ed, here's a gunslinger for you.
Something on your mind, mister?
I was just wondering, son, what man it is that you're planning to use that thing on.
Your old man know you got his gun, sonny?
You trying to pick a fight with me, mister?
No, son, I'm a peaceable man.
You know who this is, son? That's Ed Beatty. But not even grown men pick fights with him.
I don't care who he is. He can't make fun of me.
Sonny, I think that gun's gone to your head. You better take it back where you found it.
This is my gun, and I can use it.
Yeah, I bet. You can get it out of the holster without shooting yourself, probably.
You want to try me?
I'd like to oblige you, son, but you see, I'm not wearing guns. There's law in this town. You got to check 'em. I'm a law-abiding man.
You can get 'em. I'll meet you any place you say.
You take my advice, boy. You get rid of that cannon before you get yourself hurt. I'll take that. Glad you arrived, Marshal. He's a real dangerous character.
You didn't have to laugh at him, Beatty.
Why not? It's kind of funny.
All right, go on about your business. All of you.
Don't be too hard on him, Wyatt. He probably ain't killed more than a few. He ain't hardly had time.
Wyatt? Are you Wyatt Earp?
That's right.
Gee, I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Earp. I come all the way from Wichita to see you, riding on that old mule.
You did, huh?
Yes, sir. My name's Jim Craig.
Well, I'm mighty glad to know you, Mr. Craig. Now, what do you want to talk to me about?
Well, it's business. Can we go to your office?
All right.
Come in.
Now, what's on your mind? Besides arguing with a gunfighter.
That fella a gunfighter, too?
Two. Aren't you a little young to be a gunfighter?
What's age got to do with it? It's how good can you use a gun?
You can use this pretty good, huh?
Yes, sir. I've been practicing a whole year at home.
Where's home?
Well, like I said, Wichita. A farm right outside of town. I set up targets out behind the barn. Moved back a few feet every week.
You ever tried this on a man?
No, sir. Just targets and rabbits. But I'm not worried, Mr. Earp. I'm good. Plenty fast. Don't see how anybody could be much faster.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Craig, being fast is one thing, but you got to also hit what you're aiming at. I just got one little question I'd like to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Why? Well, I want to be a lawman. Like you. Just like you. I heard all about you. That's why I saved up and got the gun and started practicing. Now I'm good enough, so I come here.
Well, it's one thing being able to defend oneself if you have to. But deciding deliberately to become a gunfighter, even on the right side of the law.
You did it.
Not deliberately. Not at your age.
Mr. Earp, my mind's made up. I come here to Wichita to be one of your deputies.
Mr. Craig, I'm not a hero. I'm only doing a job that somebody has to do. It's not easy. As a matter of fact, it's kind of dangerous.
You seem to keep living.
Well, I've been lucky. But it's not a living for a boy. Now, you go on back home and grow up. You'll think better of it in a year or two.
You can't talk me out of this.
Look, this isn't a plaything. Now, the first time you pull this trigger against a real man, you're starting something that's never ended. Not until one of them ends it for you. It can end mighty fast for an inexperienced boy. You better try staying alive a little longer.
I'm asking, Mr. Earp, do I get the job?
No. I need men, not boys.
You want me to prove I can use a gun? You want to come outside?
You threatening me, Mr. Craig?
No. But I'm going to show you.
You fire that gun in Dodge City, boy, and you're going to go to jail.
Then we'll go outside of town.
I wouldn't hire you if you were the fastest gun I'd ever seen.
I heard you was a fair man. I come all the way from Wichita to show you.
All right, maybe I owe you that much. But I'm telling you right now, Mr. Craig, it's not going to change my mind. I'll pick up your shells.
Last night. Couldn't afford the price of a hotel room.
All right, you stand over there. All right, now. Now. Pretty good. I just wanted to point out, Mr. Craig, that the single most important thing in a gunfight is not how well you shoot, but how well you face the other man's bullet.
I'll show you I can do that, too.
No, you're going on home.
You don't think I'm good enough?
Oh, I think you're too good. Shooting like that's only going to get you in trouble.
I ain't afraid of trouble.
No, you're too ready for it. Trouble will come easy.
I'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, you might get away with it a few times, get yourself a reputation. Then all the fast guns will gather like flies around honey. Sooner or later, you'll come up against one you can't beat. You take my advice, Mr. Craig, and go on home.
I had enough of that kind of advice from my pa.
Who's your pa?
His name's Hanford Craig.
They gave you good advice, boy. You better take it.
No. I left there for good. I come here to show you, and I will.
All right, I don't care what you do as long as you don't do it in Dodge City, you understand? You stay out of Dodge with that gun.
Wyatt, looks like trouble.
What trouble?
That kid's back in town.
With his gun?
Big as life, and he's asking for Beatty. And I told him I didn't think $30 was enough for a job like that. Said I might take a chance for about 50. Well, Sonny, I thought the marshal took that hardware away from you.
You do a lot of talking, mister. Now you want to prove up?
You can see I'm still not wearing any guns.
Well, like I said before, go get 'em. I'll wait.
Look, boy, I got nothing against you. I like you. You got spunk. I'm sorry if you took my riding too hard, but let's forget all about it, and then we'll eat dinner, huh?
Are you going to get them guns?
Look, I don't fight kids. Go home to your papa before you get yourself killed.
You afraid to try yourself against a kid?
Why, you sniveling little...
I told you to stay out of Dodge with that gun. Now you're under arrest.
No!
Marshal, you better keep him out of my way from now on.
You just see that you don't come looking for him.
You're going to be sorry for this.
You're not very smart, are you, Mr. Craig? You want to be a gunfighter, huh? Well, you know how to use a gun, but you don't know when to use it. Now, this morning you started to draw against a man that wasn't even armed. Tonight you tried to draw against me after I had my gun out and already in my hand. You're not going to live very long that way, Mr. Craig.
I don't need no more of your advice, Marshal.
Wow. I guess I just don't know how to handle kids.
You got to admire him, though, Wyatt. He's got spirit.
You know, it's one thing to buffalo an adult. You figure he knows what he's doing, that he had it coming, but a kid.
Yeah, it is a problem.
Well, I guess I need some help. I'm going to go send a telegram to Wichita. Maybe his father can handle him.
Craig?
I'm Marshal Earp.
Where's my boy? What have you done with him?
He's all right. Safe inside.
You've got no right to put my boy in jail.
He threatened to kill a man, Mr. Craig.
Don't matter. He must have had good reason for whatever he done.
Let's go inside.
Now, where is he? Let him out of there. Right now.
In a minute. But first, don't you want to hear what happened?
I'll hear it from him. I don't need to take your word.
All right, Hal. Mr. Craig, how old is Jimmy?
18? Nigh it anyways.
You think he's old enough to be wearing a gun?
Why not? I did.
Maybe you had to in those days.
It's no different today. A boy's got to grow up fast out here.
Doesn't have to grow up to be a gunfighter.
The boy can take care of himself.
You really believe that?
I know it.
He told me you advised him against coming here.
Whatever's between him and me is no business of yours.
Well, it's business of mine if he's gunfighting in Dodge City.
Hello, boy.
Hello, Paul.
You all right?
Sure.
What happened to your head?
He buffaloed me.
You hit a boy?
If I hadn't, one of us might have been dead.
You got all the answers, ain't you?
No. The one of them I haven't got. What do you do with a boy like that, Mr. Craig?
He's a good boy.
He could be if he lives long enough.
You needn't trouble yourself about him, Marshal.
All right, I won't. But you get him out of here, out of Dodge City. You take him on back to Wichita and you keep him there.
You got my gun, Marshal.
Mr. Craig, if you got any sense at all, you'll keep this gun from him until he gets old enough not to pick a fight with everybody he meets.
Come on, Paul. And I thought you was a great man.
Come on, boy, get on.
I ain't going with you, Paul. At least not yet.
Now, look here, boy. I wasn't going to let on to him in there, but I already told you how I feel about it.
Yeah, we've been all over that. And I ain't changed my mind.
Now, Jamie, I was willing to give you a chance. I figured if you was man enough to want to try, you was man enough to do like you said. But it ain't worked out.
It will. I changed my plans some.
No. That man in there might be right. You might be biting off a chaw too big for you. Now, you better come along home for a time.
I said no. At least not till I tend to something.
What?
Well, you always said, don't allow nobody to insult us Craigs. Well, somebody did. And I gotta tend to it.
Now, listen here, Jamie. Maybe you better forget it. Come along home.
No. Now, you go on. Maybe I'll catch up with you later.
Jamie, come back.
Oh, he was a young and he was headstrong, and he was out against the world all alone. And like a young, he rushed in headlong and tried to be a man before he was grown. No telling what he'd do, never was a young'un so very contrary. Whatever he would do, trouble always gathered all around him and found him. He was a young'un and he was headstrong, and it was him against the world all alone.
Now you gonna get them guns?
Yeah. They're up the street. Be in front of the Long Branch Saloon in 5 minutes.
Jamie, you can't do...
You stay out of this, Paul.
Jamie, you can't do this. That man will kill you.
I don't think so, Paul. Anyway, I I've got to now.
Something going on up there. Yeah, Craig's radio is still out there.
Marshal, you better come.
Where?
The man said in front of the Long Branch Saloon. He's gone for his guns.
Beatty.
Yeah.
Marshal, Beatty's almost a professional gunfighter.
What do you think I've been trying to tell you and your boy? Come on, Hal.
No, it's Beatty. He's dead.
Never seen anything like it, Wyatt. Kid's as fast as greased lightning.
Yes, sir. He got Ed Beatty good. In a fair draw, too.
Where is he?
I don't know, Marshal.
He just put up his gun and walked away as cool as you please.
Well, Mr. Craig?
He said he could, and he did.
Do you realize what's happened now that he's killed a man?
You're meaning I'm to blame?
Maybe I do. Hal?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to arrest him, Mr. Craig.
No. It was a fair fight. They said so.
Even so, you'll have to stand trial.
Don't you touch my boy. He'll kill you. You won't be took.
You'll more than likely have to kill him, Wyatt. He's pretty good. Don't take any chances.
If you hurt my boy, Earp, I'll kill you.
If I don't, somebody else sure will after this.
Who's there?
Just stay right there.
I guess maybe you'll believe me now.
You're under arrest, Mr. Craig.
What do you mean? It was a fair fight.
You have to stand trial anyway. The jury will decide.
You can't arrest me. We ain't Dodge now.
Just come along peacefully. Drop your gun.
No. I tried to be on your side, Mr. Earp, but you wouldn't let me. Now I'm against you. And you ain't gonna take me.
Yes, I am, boy.
All right, then. We might as well find out right now how good I really am.
Be all right. I'll get you to a doc. I'm sorry, boy.
Doc?
Shatter the bone above the wrist. He'll pull through fine, but that wrist is going to be stiff.
Too stiff for farm work?
For farm work, no. For gunplay, yes.
Well, you got your way, Marshal.
Yeah, and you're still living, boy.
Marshal.
You said something about killing me, Mr. Craig.
No. I was wrong. I guess maybe I even ought to thank you. But I can't.
I know.
up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Well, we've got Wyatt Earp cornered at last. Hold up there, all by himself. Shall we rush him, boss, and get it over with?
No. You can't have much grub with him. Maybe one canteen of water. I want Earp to die slow.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Of all the tough cattle outfits with whom Wyatt Earp tangled in Dodge City, the Big T gave Marshal Earp the most trouble. And of all the attempts to ambush Wyatt, the shrewdest was that concocted by Rance Purcell, owner of the Big T, and Gus Andrews, his foreman. Hired gunmen had failed. A concealed sharpshooter in Dodge City had missed. But the Big T'ers took advantage of Marshal Earp's one reckless habit. This was his desire to go it alone when he investigated reports of certain crimes. And one day at Stony Wells, near the Washita River crossing,
The dusty road lay hot and still beneath a burning sky. The silence hung upon the air as painful as a cry. And this was not the kind of day for any man to die.
Get your hands up! We got you surrounded! Don't be a fool, Earp! Come on out with your hands up!
You come and get me.
Somebody fighting Indians over yonder?
Nah, Big T's got Wyatt Earp cornered over at the old Stony Wells Roadhouse. Come on, chum, it's a free-for-all.
How many against Earp?
Oh, 30 at least. Boss says we'll get him sure this time. Come on, don't miss the fun.
My horse is tuckered, but I'll be there.
Okay, come on.
Where's Doc Holliday?
Upstairs. He's having a bad spell with his cough.
I won't disturb him too much. And I don't go for 30 to 1, Doc.
Wyatt's had this coming a long time. Always plays the lone wolf. He deserves to get killed.
But, Doc, he's your friend. It seems like you ought to do something.
What can I do? I'm dying myself, man.
Yes, sir. I just thought that...
Here, drink this and you won't think. Now get out of here. Go on, get.
Yes, sir. Howdy, ma'am.
John, is Wyatt in trouble?
Yeah. He's got his fool self cornered by 30 men. guess I ought to lend him a hand. You lend me one.
John, must you?
I must. I don't know why, but I must.
There comes a time when every man must face the big unknown, when odds are all against him and he stands upon his own. But friendless is the man who has to face these things alone.
Come back here! We'll wear him down! You getting hungrier?
Where's Wyatt?
He's holed up in Stony Wells.
Oh, it's true then. My deputies are bringing prisoners in. I got some of Wyatt's men and meet you back here in 10 minutes.
10 minutes might make the difference. Right now's the time. Unless you're scared of the boys from the Big T.
I'll go any place you go, Doc.
Boy. Give me a double. The Big T outfit has Wyatt Earp in a corner at last.
How'd that happen?
Earp was poking his nose into a couple of killings at the old Stony Wells roadhouse. Rance Purcell and his men surrounded him.
Stony Wells.
Yeah.
I'm paying off, miss.
You quitting, honey?
Yep.
But the bank's in the hole. It'll cost you.
Guess that makes us all square. I've got an errand.
Ben Thompson, you wait a second.
I might eat fond of Wyatt.
But Ben, you can't walk out of here in the middle of a game.
What are we waiting for, boss? He ain't sweated long enough, Gus. Suppose some of Earp's friends hear about this.
Friends? Earp ain't got a friend in the whole state of Kansas. We'll take him tonight, in the dark.
Let's stop here for a minute. Have a drink of water, huh, cousin?
Here you are.
I reckon I'll be leaving you now, cousin.
Change your mind about helping Earp, Wes?
Yeah. And so should you, Manning.
Nope. I'm beholden to Earp.
Why, you can't take sides with that dang Yankee against Texas boys.
I can. He saved my cousin Ori from hanging. Didn't he let you go when he could have killed you, Wes?
Oh, my wife begged me not to gun him.
Ain't the way she told it to me. She said you tried to use a quick draw holster and it didn't work. She said Earp sprained your wrist instead of killing you.
You want to fight, cousin?
I ain't running from one.
Well, that ain't Ben Thompson. Hiya, Ben.
Manning Clements and Leslie Hart.
Yeah, howdy.
You fellows hear about Wyatt Earp? Wes and I was on our way to help the marshal. But Wes got cold feet.
Won't you say I'm yellow?
Hold it, Wes. I owe Wyatt considerable, and I'm going to pay him off if I can get there in time.
You're gonna take sides against Texas boys in favor of a Yankee?
John Wesley Harden. Seems I recall a poster or two where you're wanted by the Texas Rangers. You're a real patriotic fella, ain't you? Get on your horse, man. We ain't got too much time.
Holster your gun, friend. Wes will ride with us.
Yeah, my own free will, Thompson.
Oh, good for you. Hit the leather.
Oh, it was a straight tip, Doc. Those aren't champagne corks popping.
Hold it. There might be some more of them joining up with the opposition. Let's get off the trail. Where's Harden? Ben Thompson? Man and Clemens? Which side you on?
Take it slow, Doc. You gents know Doc Holliday and Sheriff Bat Masterson? Hiya, Doc.
He was aiming to help Wyatt Earp. But I don't like any other Johnny Law that wears a star. Take off that star.
I don't see what a star
We're
is.
not helping Wyatt any by picking a fight with these gentlemen. They're great artists with a 6-gun. Or didn't you know?
I know.
Quite a tribute, Wes. Sheriff Bat Masterson there's quite a hand with the Colt, I hear.
All right. I'm friendly. Good. Now we'll have to talk this over. We'll use some strategy. Seeing that mine is the only intelligence that's trained in deceit and slimy tactics, I want to offer my advice.
Hey! Marshal Earp! You better take a nap now. We're coming in after you as soon as it's dark.
The idea is to try and reach Wyatt one by one and by different directions. So they can pick us off one by one? Mr. Harden, you don't seem to grasp my major concept. I think I can say without immodesty that the 5 of us represent the cream of the local talent in gunfighting.
I'll say aye to that.
The ayes have it. There's one thing I want you all to remember. I didn't get out of a sick bed just to scare Rance Purcell and Gus Andrews.
The Doc wants himself a real turkey shoot.
And so do I. When that big T rushes Wyatt, they're going to be real surprised how many guns go off.
I'm for that. All right with you, Wes?
How is Wyatt going to know we ain't from the big T? That's a good point. Sheriff Masterson will go in first and break the news that the rest of us are coming. Any other questions?
Nope. Take it easy, Doc. Why aren't you hound dogs over there helping Wyatt Earp?
Play Allison.
Howdy, Doc. Thought you'd be dead by now. Howdy, Wes. Manning? Ben? Who's the kid? Bat Masterson. You've heard of him? Oh, yeah. Howdy, kid.
Howdy.
Clay, you've been drinking very much?
About a pint is all. Clay can handle himself, Doc.
Well, it takes a pint to get him sober.
Still, I don't drink no more than you put away, Doc.
I thought we came here to save Wyatt. Now, how about it? Well, don't pay any attention to that. I'll get him calmed down. Wes, you tell Clay the plan. Let's move.
Clay.
no sense in waiting for dark, boss. He's low on cartridges.
He hasn't fired the Winchester in some time.
Let's rush him.
No. Draw the boys off from the north side. Make him think he's got a chance to run.
All right, we'll see if we can draw him out in the open.
Yeah.
Hey, you men on the north side! Boss wants to talk to you.
How'd you get here?
More help's coming.
They pull the guns away from the north side. Purcell thinks I'm gonna make a run for it. Come on, let's go.
No, we've got help.
How many and how soon?
Master, son, give me a hand.
Doc, you should be in bed.
We gotta cover Ben and West. Over there.
They didn't even see us.
Howdy, White. Howdy, Ben.
Manning and Clay are coming in from the north.
Remember me, Wes Harden?
Yeah, I sure do.
Anybody got any whiskey?
You don't need whiskey, you need rest. Anybody bring water?
Water? We brought guns. Ain't that enough?
Here they come. They're hit. Up. Get the door.
Who are those men?
Too far to tell.
The word got out.
Oh, they're just a couple of deputies, boss. Both of them are hit. Let's move in.
No. No, not until I'm sure it isn't a posse. I'm checking this myself. Every man lays low till I get back.
I'm sure glad you brought this ammunition. I was down to my last 4 shells.
We're paying off the debt, Marshal.
Now we'll consider it paid. Can you travel?
I reckon.
What do you mean, travel?
Just what I said. We'll get out of here the same way you got in here.
Wyatt.
What do you mean?
We made a deal with Bat. This is our show.
Let Wyatt say what he'd do.
He wants to run.
We aim to fight.
Doc Holliday, Manning Clements, John Wesley Harden, Clay Allison, Ben Thompson, and Bat Masterson. Great gunfighters. Now, you know we can pick off at least 12 men out there.
Well, what's wrong with that? The Big T ambushed you, and they plugged Clay and Manning.
See, Wyatt? Most of us here are Texans. We don't think bushwhacking's fair, and besides, 30 against 1. That calls for punishment.
I'm running short of breath and temper, Wyatt.
We ought to tell the Big T what they're up against. Give them a chance to surrender.
Oh, that's fine.
Wyatt! You're so ethical. You want them.
Thank you, Doctor. Give me that stick. Got a handkerchief?
You was right, Gus. No posse. Let's finish this.
Hold your fire!
You quitting the fight?
No, I want you to quit.
What kind of a bluff is this, Herb?
No bluff, Mr. Purcell. I got 6 men with me. The best gunfighters in the country.
You're a liar. You've only got him and 2 scared, wounded deputies.
All right, move in! Kill him!
Here they come.
Man, you got yourself a fight. Keep us covered.
up the whole window, cousin.
Go get your own window.
Don't be selfish, cousin, man.
That was Ben Thompson, Wyatt. There's a lot more of them in there, too. Ah. Look at they're shooting from all the windows. Herb wasn't lying. He's got that place filled with fighting men. Let's give up. Let's move. No. We're doing this wrong.
Big T! Hold your fire! I want you back here with me!
Purcell just doesn't believe it. Looks like they're getting ready to rush the door.
Let's go outside and get them.
No. We want Purcell and Andrews. No sense in shooting a lot of hired hands.
There's quite a few of them down already.
Wyatt's running this fight, Doc.
When we came here, Wyatt was holed up like a rat. Now he wants to call off the fight. I say we put it to a vote.
I'm not for calling off the fight. I want Purcell and Andrews, but only if they force us.
Put it to a vote.
All right. You for me or for Doc?
Doc, let's just see how popular you are. Wes, how do you vote?
Wyatt.
Ben?
Wyatt.
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 Just a passel of sissy boys. 5 big T's are dead, and a half a dozen are winged. I vote for John H. Holliday. Count me out.
Give him back his gun.
Well, I didn't have him cut loose at all.
He won't do that. Here's your gun. We still may have to use you.
What? They're coming right at us.
All right, Herb. You and your deputies come on out and make your fight.
Now, let's go.
Manon Clements, Wes Harden, Clay Allison, Ben Thompson, Texas men. All on the side of a Yankee John Law.
Wyatt don't want us to kill all of you.
And Doc Holliday, a real Southerner from Georgia.
Mr. Purcell, we just want you and Mr. Andrews. Now, you pick the two of us you prefer to fight, or we'll all go to shooting. No. You make your choice. The rest of us will stay out of it.
All right, all you go get your horses. Then pick up your men.
What?
Yeah?
The boys are getting ready to leave. Aren't you going to say anything to them?
There's nothing to say.
Well, as always, thank you.
It sounds stupid.
Well, you might at least tell them goodbye.
Bad manners. Bad manners. My lot of friends you've got. Go through a hot tussle with them, and all they leave me is half a pint. Just half a pint.
They all left?
Yep.
Marshal Earp hasn't any manners either. He didn't even say so long to men who risk their lives.
Why should he? Rascals, killers, hoodlums. Wyatt'll pray for their poor souls. Won't you, Deacon?
Yeah, I'll pray for yours too, Doctor. I came here to investigate the murder of these two men. That's what I'm going to do. Take the doctor on back to Miss Kate.
Yes, sir. He should have said so long.
Don't be an idiot. What did you say when he saved your life?
Well, nothing.
Then remember that. And remember how the good Lord gave you the wisdom to keep your mouth shut.
I won't be your rider.
cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Wyatt, show me $3.
For what?
Collect telegram.
Hey, it's from Ned Buntline. Arriving in Dodge City in a few days on vacation. Best personal regards. Hey, I wonder why he sent a collect.
I don't know. That's not what bothers me, though. I'll never forget that last visit he paid us. Him, Buffalo Bill, and that German prince, remember?
Yeah. We pulled that fake stage holdup, backfired, and turned out to be a real kidnapping. Yeah, I'll never forget it.
Say, Wyatt, Buntline must be in serious trouble to send a telegram collect.
Well, if he is in trouble, I'll do my best to help him out of it. This old Buntline special he gave me has saved my life a couple of times.
Yeah, mine, too.
Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Well, we made it. There. Thank you. There. I thank you, sir, for your courtesy. Phew, it was an arduous trip, my friend. An arduous trip.
Well, you didn't come all the way by horseback, did you?
Oh, no. I picked up a wagon ride from a migrating family and then from a farmer, and the truth is, Wyatt, Ned Buntline is broke.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Buntline.
Well, I've fallen on some evil days.
Well, surely between your writing and that Wild West show you have with Buffalo Bill Cody, it seems that you would have...
Well, the Wild West show doesn't start for another 4 months. And as for my writing, my last efforts have been rejected. Rejected.
Well, are there any reasons?
Well, yes, the publisher said my new stories lacked authenticity.
Well, maybe they do.
Yes, well, the same thought occurred to me. That's part of the reason why I'm here, Wyatt, to replenish the well.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to find it awfully quiet here in Dodge, Mr. Buntline. That's my job to keep it that way. Now, what's the other part of your reason?
Well, the other part is that you're the only... I mean, I hate to impose on our friend...
Don't worry about it, Mr. Buntline. You go on over to the hotel and check in, get yourself a room. You charge all your meals to me, huh?
Thank you, Wyatt. I'll pay out of the first week of the tour.
No, you won't. No, I tried to repay you for the Buntline special you gave me, and you wouldn't accept it. Now you're going to have to. You know, this is the most accurate gun I've ever used.
I'm glad.
Hello, Mr. Buntline.
Well...
Good to see you.
Ah, it's good to see you, young man. Well, if you will pardon me, Wyatt, I have to go over to the hotel and register. I'll see you later, huh?
We'll have dinner, all right?
Oh, good, good. Splendid. Thank you.
Well?
Mr. Buntline is temporarily broke. Is that all? Hal, for a proud little man like Mr. Buntline, that's enough.
Hey, Wyatt, there's a man after me. There's a man after me.
Wait a minute, who's after you, Mr. Buntline?
He followed me all the way from St. Louis. He's going to kill me. Oh, now, don't do that, because I tell you the man is after, and he's a very dangerous...
Relax now. Now, just tell me the whole story.
Well, I've always been pretty good at cards, you know, and when I found that I needed a few dollars, I took passage on one of the better Mississippi riverboats, and I was doing very well, as a matter of fact, until I ran afoul of this fella.
Oh, this fellow that's following you.
Exactly, the fellow that's... Of course, he's a professional gambler, you know, and, well, as a matter of fact, so am I. And it was very exciting until he started to cheat.
Oh, he cheated?
Yeah, he cheated.
Well, why didn't you expose him?
Oh, he was too clever for that. And before I knew it, my money was all gone, and I was deeply in debt to him.
I'm surprised he didn't throw you in the Mississippi.
Well, I gave him a check for almost $1,000.
And the check was no good?
No good at all.
Well, now, surely, Mr. Buntline, you can't expect me to have sympathy for even a good friend that would write bad checks.
I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm asking for protection.
Marshal, there's a man in the Long Branch who won't check his gun.
Now, is he drunk?
No, just won't take his gun off.
It's probably, maybe the...
Mister, there's a law in this town about checking guns. You're breaking it.
I don't expect to be here long.
Well, why don't you leave now and save some trouble?
I'm not finished with my business here yet.
You're refusing to check your gun or leave town, right?
That's right.
Mister, your business is finished.
Could I talk to you privately, Marshal?
All right. Not with that gun on. Unbuckle it.
It's Wyatt, Mr. Buntline.
Oh, just a minute.
Sit down. What's your name?
Would you look at these papers first, Marshal?
Well, Lieutenant, I certainly don't intend to arrest an Army officer on a special assignment. But at the same time, I can't let you walk around town wearing guns, not in civilian clothes.
But if I'm in uniform, it defeats the purpose of my mission. And if I'm unarmed, well, if I meet the man I'm looking for...
He'll be unarmed, too, if he's in this town. You want to tell me who you're looking for?
It's confidential, Marshal.
Well, this is one of my deputies and a close personal friend of mine, Mr. Ned Buntline.
Well, 2 weeks ago, the United States Arsenal in Illinois was broken into and robbed. 100 rifles were taken and a Gatling gun, along with about 20,000 rounds of ammunition.
A Gatling gun, huh? And the Army thinks they're somewhere around here, huh?
Somewhere in the Southwest Apache Territory.
Are you one of General Crook's officers, young man?
That's right.
Yes. Well, what is your full name?
Charles A. Warden, First Lieutenant, United States. What are you doing, sir?
You're making some notes. This will make the most sensational book you ever read.
If one word of this leaks out, Mr. Buntline, I'll personally see to it that you wind up in front of a firing squad.
I beg your pardon.
Lieutenant, I think Mr. Buntline is convinced. Go on.
The guns were thought to have been shipped in cases marked machinery toward Kansas City. We almost intercepted them there, awaiting shipment to the southwest.
What about this man you're looking for?
Vincent Slade, but he has used other names.
You know him?
No, but I've memorized a description. About 6 feet, 180 pounds, dark hair, dark eyes, sometimes wears a mustache, deep cultured voice, identifying marks and scars, diagonal knife scar on the outside of his right hand.
That's the fellow. That's the fellow that's after me. He's here, the gambler.
Well, I'd be grateful if you'd point him out, sir.
Wait a minute, Lieutenant. Are your orders to bring in Mr. Slade, recover the guns, or both?
Preferably both. However, if Slade is killed or captured, it's doubtful the guns will reach the Apaches. He's the brains.
Well, he fits the description right down to the scar.
If there were just some way that we could be sure.
Well, I think there is. I think Mr. Buntline can help us.
Me?
Mm-hmm. I think the first thing to do is to find out if this man is really looking for you, Mr. Buntline.
Oh, he is. He is.
If he ignores Mr. Buntline, that means he's here for the stolen guns.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose he doesn't ignore me.
Mr. Buntline, I tell you what you better do. You offer to repay him part of the money you owe.
Well, I'd like to, but
Well, I'll lend you the money. Now, let's see, there are 4 of us. I'll put on an extra deputy, then we'll keep a watch around the clock. Mr. Buntline has found our man. Cal? Go check his hotel room.
Right.
Lieutenant, you better stay out of sight. Some people might remember you refused to check your gun.
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. Well, you remember me, surely? Ned Buntline?
I'm not sure I've had the pleasure, sir.
Well, you must recall our recent joust at the card tables.
Card tables? I believe the last time I did any gambling was several weeks ago on the Mississippi.
That was the very locale. I'm terribly sorry I can't recall your name.
Smith.
Smith. Ah, yes, Mr. Smith. Well, this is a little embarrassing for me. I lost rather heavily to you.
But not too heavily, right, Mr. Buntline?
Oh, I'm afraid I did. As a matter of fact, you've been on my conscience for some time.
I have?
That check I gave you.
Oh, yes, I do recall that check. I lost it the very next evening.
Oh, goodness, I insist on making that check good. You may run into the gambler you lost it to.
I'm not worried about it. Why should you be?
Now, here we are. $100 on account.
Well, I'm afraid I couldn't take it, Mr. Butler.
Oh, now, I insist.
Well, thank you. I really must be going.
Well, will you be around for some time?
Not more than a few days.
Oh?
Good evening.
Good evening, Miss Smith, and thank you for being so understanding. Did you see the scar? He's our man.
Nice work, Mr. Buntline. Well, did you find anything else?
That was all. Apparently, he doesn't even have a gun.
He's probably got his gun on him.
Well, I hope he doesn't try to use it. If he does, I'll have to arrest him, and there goes our plan for seizing the rifles right out the window.
I'll take the first shift of watching him.
All right, Hal, thanks. Ted, you relieve him at 4 o'clock. Mr. Buntline, you take over at 8.
Right.
I'll take the next shift, if he's still in town.
And what if he isn't?
Well, then we won't be either. We'll be out after him.
Well, they look like a couple of good horses to me. Would you see they're all curried and taken care of? Or will you take them out tomorrow?
He's back in his hotel room.
He's probably waiting for somebody to reach him. Lieutenant, keep an eye on him, huh?
You know, I've been figuring out here how much those guns are worth to him. There's $20,000 for the rifles, and then there's the Gatling gun and the ammunition. And don't forget, the Apache's pay in gold.
Yeah. You know, just to make sure he doesn't sneak out on us, we ought to watch his horses. They're all hobbled in Mr. McKay's meadow. The wagon's there, too.
Yeah, Wyatt, that's a good idea.
Hey, Wyatt, let me do that, will you? I haven't been sleeping nights anyway.
All right, Mr. Butler. Ted, take him out there and show him where the meadow is, huh? You come right back.
Sure thing.
Thank you, Wyatt. I've been itching for action.
Mel. Here we are, Vince.
Unhobble the horses and hitch up the team. Get me my saddle.
Well, these men won't be too hard to follow. Hal, Ted, bring the horses.
What about Mr. Buntline?
We can't go looking for him now. If he's fallen asleep, let's hope he stays that way.
He must be out of his mind.
He hasn't even got a gun. We'll stay about 5 minutes behind him until daylight. Then we'll drop back.
Hello, boys. Any coffee inside?
Plenty.
Good. Let's have some before we load up. And once we're past Cimarron, it's easy. We'll cross the panhandle about here. Thanks. In a few days, we'll hit the Pecos River. Then we'll head south.
By night or day?
Day. Nobody will stop a covered wagon. Did you assemble a Gatling gun?
I sure did. And I'm itching to try it out.
We got more cups than we need.
What's the matter?
Keep talking. We got company.
We'll may get a chance to use that Gatling gun in case anybody gets nosy. Now, I want all of you to study this map very carefully.
Well, I got a good idea where they are.
That old prospector shack.
Yeah. We better split up and approach from different directions.
That's the last of the rifles.
Good. Let's get the Gatling gun.
Vince, there's 4 of them trailing us.
How far away are they?
Well, not more than 10 minutes.
Hide the wagon over there in those rocks. We'll spot ourselves around the cabin. No one is to fire a shot until we're sure we can get every one of them. Understand?
Alive.
It's Ted and the lieutenant.
The minute they step outside.
Shh. Did you hear something?
Yeah, a rifle being cocked.
I saw something move.
Next time you see something move, shoot.
Oh,
Mr. Butler?
What?
What happened?
Oh, I heard him talking about the route they're going to take. Across the Panhandle and the Cimarron, and then south to the Pecos.
They couldn't have started it. We'd have seen them.
There's one of them.
Wagon.
There goes one!
Now, close that door.
Go on, I'm on. Go on.
We'll pick you up later.
Oh, no.
What is it?
Get out on your faces, everybody!
Oh. Hey, Wyatt, there's a cellar down here.
There's nobody alive in there. We'll make sure. Burn it down. I'll cover you.
Now's our chance. I think they're reloading. Mr. Buntline, here's where I use your gun.
Well, I'm glad to say I think he'll live.
Wow!
Well, now, don't tell me you gentlemen have been up all night.
Hello, Warren.
Good morning, Marshal.
Lieutenant, I thought you forbade Mr. Buntline to write about this.
Well, it certainly is fascinating to read about. Of course, General Crook will have to approve.
There. There you are. Here, Wyatt. There, it begins there. And I defy any publisher to turn this one down.
Well, I never thought I'd hear myself say it, but sometimes it certainly does pay to be dishonest.
I beg your pardon?
I said it pays to be dishonest, or for some people. Well, suppose you hadn't written that bad check on the riverboat. Why, do you realize you probably changed the whole course of history? You put all that in here, of course.
I certainly did not. Don't you remember I told you that that other fella cheated?
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Lou, if you got any sense at all, you'll get some rest.
I can't sleep.
You better. We better save our strength for tomorrow.
I'll have plenty. Right after they holler lunch. You get this pain, see, and...
No need to go over it anymore, Lou. I'll handle my end of it. Relax.
I won't be relaxed until I've settled up with the skunk that put me in here.
You've been talking about this Wyatt Earp and what you're gonna do to him for years. So where do you think will be the first place they look for you? Dodge City, that's where.
Let them look. Maybe they'll even find me. But not till I've paid Earp what I owe him.
Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Ah. Afternoon, Mr. Hogan.
Hello, Marshal.
How are things?
Oh, real quiet, Marshal. Marshal, I've been meaning to ask you
if you could take over the night shift, Mr. Hogan?
Yes, sir.
Pretty soon. Pretty soon.
Is it always so quiet, Marshal?
No, not always, but this is the way I like it. And you will, too, before too long.
Hey, you're about to lose a button there.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. You know, one of these days, somebody's going to invent a button that won't come off. Any interesting mail?
Usual stuff. Nothing urgent.
Well, you're off duty. And it's a nice Saturday afternoon. Hal and I can handle it. Say, hadn't I heard something about you and that pretty young widow? What's her name?
It's only wishful thinking, Marshal. I can't hardly get her to talk to me.
Well, maybe you're using the wrong approach, huh?
Maybe. Well, I'm not alone. Evidently, every other bachelor in Dodge is using the wrong approach, too.
Marshal, this just came in for you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Rankin, but there's no need for such haste.
Read it, Marshal.
All right, but just sit down and rest yourself.
I can't. I gotta get back to the telegraph.
Something bad, Marshal?
Oh, a fellow by the name of Lou Dundee just escaped from a road gang.
The warden says he's positive Dundee's headed for Dodge City. Says he's after you.
Maybe. Mr. Hogan, after you're a lawman for a while, you'll find out you just can't help making enemies.
Well, you put more lawbreakers in jail than the others.
Well, I prefer that to killing him.
Yes, sir. Marshal, this man Dundee, he's...
If he hasn't changed since I sent him to prison and comes here, I'll send him back.
Yes, sir. Afternoon, Marshal.
Afternoon, Mr. Hogan.
Come in, please.
Hello, Marshal.
Good afternoon. I'll be with you in a moment, sir.
Thank you. No hurry. Well, Mr. Hogan, looks like you have the same problem I have. It must be an occupational disease, huh?
There you are, Mr. Hogan. That's the fourth one this week.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Phillips. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Marshal?
Is there something I can help you with, Marshal?
Yes, ma'am, I think there is.
Another button?
I'm afraid so.
I declare, in the short time I've been in Dodge City, I've seen more buttons come loose than I believed was possible.
Well, I think I can understand it, Mrs. Phillips.
Would you take off your coat, please, Mr. Erb?
Hmm? Oh, sure. Sorry. Oh, it's, here it is right there.
Mm-hmm. This button's been sewn on before, I see.
Yeah, I'm afraid so, and, by an amateur.
You?
Yes, sir. I'm a bachelor, you know.
Yes, I know. Excuse me. My hand seems a bit unsteady today.
Well, maybe you're tired.
Maybe.
There, you got it. Are you planning to make Dodge City your home, Mrs. Phillips?
Well, I haven't decided yet, Mr. Earp. My husband spoke so often about going west.
Well, I can understand how he felt.
I'm sorry Mr. Phillips didn't live to see his dreams come true.
So am I.
Thank you. He was a good, kind man, almost like a father to me. Quite a bit older than I, but a wonderful gentleman. There you are, Marshal.
Thank you very much. That was quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you have a thread hanging.
Well, that's all right. I can fix it.
Just hold still. There now. That'll stay put for a good long time.
I'm sure it will. Mrs. Phillips, I'd like to...
To pay me for it? Oh, for one little button.
Somebody performs a service, you ought to...
Well, think of it as a favor from one friend to another.
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am.
You're welcome. Of course, if your lady friend should require any dressmaking, you might mention my name.
I'm all alone, Mrs. Phillips.
Oh, I know how you feel. Being all alone, too.
That's kind of an unhappy state. I'd be honored to be allowed to do something about it, Mrs. Phillips.
I'd like to think about that, Mr. Earp.
I'd like you to think about it. Good day, ma'am.
Good day.
Howdy, Mr. Burns. How are the children?
Fine, thank you.
You know, it's a nice, quiet day.
Quietest Saturday I've seen in a long while. Say, did your deputy catch up with you yet?
Hell, no one.
He came busting in here 3 or 4 times looking for you.
He did. Well, I'll just sit around here and wait for him. Then say, could I trouble you for a cup of coffee?
No trouble. Sit right down, Marshal.
Thank you.
Wyatt, you know that prisoner that escaped yesterday, Dundee? We got a telegram about him from Wichita. He broke into a store, stole a couple of guns, pistol whipped the livery stable man, and stole a horse.
Identify him as Dundee positively?
Well, the livery stable man's about 80% sure. He may be here right now.
Well, thank you, Mr. Burns.
Look, Wyatt, I found Hogan. I put him back on duty. I think we ought to put on at least 2 or 3 extra deputies.
I'll just take it easy. You do that, and rumors are going to start flying all over town. This is good coffee.
Please let me put on a couple of extra men, just in case.
All right, if it'll make you feel better.
Oh, it will.
Just keep it very quiet, huh?
I wish you had the good sense to get a little frightened once in a while.
Good evening, Marshal.
Mrs. Phillips, what are you doing out on the street at this hour?
Oh, just getting a breath of air. Is something wrong, Marshal?
Well, do you know what time it is?
Oh, somewhere around midnight. I couldn't sleep. I didn't think I'd disturb anyone. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll walk you home. Where are you staying, over at the Dodge House?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
I said I was sorry. You're still angry with me, aren't you?
Well, I'm trying to be, but it isn't easy.
Haha, good.
I'm sure you haven't got any enemies, but well, this is still the West, and unfortunately, there are still some bad people.
Are you looking for one now?
Well, you never can tell. Now, why don't you go upstairs and try and get some sleep, huh?
All right. Oh, I thought it over, what you said.
I beg your pardon?
About it not being a good thing, my being alone.
Tonight proves that.
Well, I've decided to let you do something about it, like you asked.
Oh, that's wonderful. If it's all right with you, I'll call on you tomorrow evening.
Well, I was thinking about tomorrow afternoon, right after church. It would be a lovely day for a picnic, and...
Mrs. Phillips, I think...
My name is Barbara. May I call you Wyatt?
I'd be honored. Now, I think you ought to go inside.
What about the picnic?
Sounds fine.
I'll expect you tomorrow afternoon at 1. Good night, Wyatt.
Good night, ma'am. Barbara.
Barbara? Now, you've all seen this picture. You sure you'll recognize it?
I'm sure.
Pick out a spot in the main road from Wichita. Hole up there where you can't be seen and... Well.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Marshal.
Did you two get any sleep?
I napped a little.
Oh, I'm not tired, Marshal.
Oh, good. Maybe you'll do a big favor for me, Mr. Hogan.
Oh, I'd be glad to.
I made an appointment with our mutual acquaintance to, accompany her on a picnic today, and I won't be able to make it, and I was wondering if you'd substitute for me.
Oh, well, Marshal, come to think of it, I guess I am kind of tired, and I don't think I'd be very good company for Miss Phillips.
Sam?
No, don't look at me, Marshal. I'm married. So's Bob. Look, you go on duty at 4 o'clock. Nothing's going to happen while you're away.
And just to make sure of that, you stay on duty yourself and put on a couple extra deputies. Huh? No, I'll
get it. Hello, Mrs. Phillips, ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Hogan. Is the marshal inside?
Yes, ma'am. I'll get him.
Thank you.
Marshal.
All right.
It's 1 o'clock, Wyatt.
So it is, Barbara. I was just on my way over to see you.
Thought I'd save you the trouble. Lunch is all packed and it's a beautiful day.
Barbara, I'm very sorry, but I'm not going to be able to go with you today.
But you promised.
Well, I know I did, but... Well, something came up and I can't leave town. Maybe next week.
I was looking forward so much to this afternoon,
Oh, don't cry, please.
I beg your pardon, Wyatt, but I think we can take care of any emergencies that might come up while you're away.
Maybe you're right, Hal. Come on. We'll be over in the Grove if you need me.
Right.
See you later. This is wonderful, you know. I don't know when I've had a meal like that.
Well, I had some help from the hotel.
You know, that hotel never made a pie like this.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Wyatt.
Here, I'll give you a hand.
No, this is a woman's job. Now, I want to know all about Wyatt Earp. Not the Marshal of Dodge City. I can read about him in the papers.
Well, he's the only one I know.
No, he isn't. I want to know where you came from. What kind of a boy you were.
Well, you're kind of curious, aren't you?
I'm interested.
Well, I was born in Monmouth, Illinois. When I was 16, we all moved out to California and settled in San Bernardino. Came by wagon train.
Did you love your parents? Were you close to them?
I loved them very much. We had a good home life. Mom and Dad, my two sisters, Jim, Morgan, Virgil, Newton, those are my brothers. We had just about the right mixture of family discipline and young male independence, I'd say. How about you, Barbara?
Well, what young life I had was wonderful. I didn't have very much, though. Both my parents died before I was 15.
I'm sorry.
My father was a horse trader. I had a pony of my own, and now they're both dead.
You've had a lot of shock for someone so young. Believe me, these things take time, but you get over them. You know something, you're too beautiful to be sad. I know you can smile because I've seen you. It's just about the prettiest sight I ever saw.
Do you really think I'm beautiful?
Very.
Then why don't you hold me?
Barbara.
Stand up. I'm going to kill you. But first I want you to know why. Stand perfectly still and keep your hand away from your gun.
I wouldn't use it on you anyway.
I'm not a widow. I've never been married. My name is not Phillips. It's Clemens. Does that name mean anything to you? You killed my father.
I've known a lot of men by the name of Clemens, but I've never killed any of them.
You sent them to prison. That's the same as killing if they're innocent.
I don't decide a man's innocence or guilt. That's up to a judge and jury.
My father's name is Martin Clemens.
I remember him. I caught him in the act of robbing the Wichita bank.
You're lying. The Clemens family had a bad name, so you saw your chance when my father went to Wichita. He was a cattleman. He was in the bank making a deposit, and you wounded him. You sent him to prison for 10 years, and it killed him. An innocent man. He died in less than 4 years.
Miss Clements, I'm going to have to tell you the truth about your father. He was a cattleman in a sense, but he was a rustler too, among other things. He and 4 others were robbing the bank when I saw him. I wounded him, yes, because he was shooting at me. I could have killed him, but I didn't.
You're lying to try to save your life, but it won't work.
I'm telling the truth to try and save my life and to try to keep you from being a murderess.
Nobody will suspect me. I'll say somebody shot you from hiding.
All right. Get it over with.
Turn around.
No. I want to see it when it happens.
Turn around, I said! I can't do it, I can't.
It's all right, miss. There's somebody here who can.
Mr. Dundee, isn't it?
That's right. Move out of the line of fire, miss. Go on.
Put down that gun, Mr. Dundee. You're not a killer.
You're wrong there. I wasn't before you sent me up, but I am now.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Go ahead. I'd like to hear you begging.
I'm not begging, Mr. Dundee. I just want to tell you a little bit about shooting. In a few seconds, if you don't drop that gun, I'm going to jump. You don't know which way I'm going to go, so you'll probably miss. At least your first shot isn't going to kill me. In the meantime, I'm going to be shooting at you, Mr. Dundee, and I'm not bluffing.
I won't miss. I've waited too many years to miss. For 3 years, 8 months, and 17 days I've waited for this minute. You're going to have to kill me this time. I ain't never going back to that.
You all right, Miss Clements?
Dundee!
Is he dead?
No. I want to use your horse, Mr. Hogan. Dundee's horse is probably in the bushes someplace. I'd appreciate it if you'd drive Mrs. Phillips back to town. I'll pack the prisoner in.
Sure, Marshal. You and Miss Phillips, you're all right.
Yes, thank you. Here's your gun, Miss Phillips. I'm glad you didn't have to use it.
You mean she tried to... She helped you?
If she hadn't distracted Mr. Dundee, I'd probably be dead by now. Come in.
I'm going away. I wanted to tell you. I don't seem to be able to find the words.
Well, it's not necessary to say anything. I think I know what you feel.
I don't know what I feel about you. I don't know whether I hate you or my father. You were telling me the truth. But he was still my father. And I loved him very much.
I know.
Maybe we'll meet again someday, somewhere. And if we do, I hope we both will have forgotten all of this. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, I've already forgotten it. Most of it. Some things I'd like to remember.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Wyatt.
Goodbye, Barbara.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
In Marshal Earp's time, there were Indian wars and cattle wars, and a steady brawling with .45s among bad-tempered cowhands. But the deadliest fighting on the frontier of 1879 usually started with a dispute between two towns for the honor of being designated the county seat. Dodge City had been named capital of Ford County, Kansas, but Fort Dodge, only 6 miles away, asked why should a wicked town like Dodge be the county seat? Besides, the residents of Fort Dodge were desperate for another reason.
Well, there you have it in black and white.
Pooh. Washington's always changing its mind.
The Army's got to economize. There just won't be nothing to Fort Dodge but a keep house party and a name.
I thought you had this all fixed, Mr. Granger.
I'm surprised at you, Judge Franklin. My father did everything he could to keep this fort open.
Now, there's no use squabbling over something that's finished and done with. I've called a meeting for this afternoon. You have some new idea, Talkie? Just come to the meeting. All right, I will. And I say Fort Dodge should be the county seat. Instead, we've let Dodge City hold squatters' rights. The people of Ford County never did vote to make that miserable town their capital. Are you going to let Dodge City get away with calling itself the high monkey-monk town of our county? Good. Good. We'll ask the governor to hold an honest election. You head the delegation, Judge Franklin. Thank you, Mr. Granger. I'll do just that.
Collect as many more signatures for the governor as you can before the stage leaves.
And don't talk to any Dodge City men.
Judge Franklin knows that.
Yes, Chickie?
I know Wyatt Earp.
Him? Huh. He's hand in glove with Kelly and Judge Tobin. You keep out of it, Edna. A political fight's no place for you.
And if we don't win it, Fort Dodge will be a ghost city and we'll have to move on.
Soldiers headed this way. Go wait on them.
You wait on him. I'm going to Dodge City.
Edna, I forbid you having anything to do with Wyatt Earp. You've made eyes at him every time we went over there. You're old enough to have some pride.
Pride? We're broke and we're in debt.
And I knew Tarky Granger in the Army. He's a born politician.
Hold on, Jim. You're assuming that he'll try to get a special election.
What else? They can't just build a courthouse at Fort Dodge and say, we're the county seat. Am I right now, Wyatt?
Yes, sir.
You hear Wyatt? He knows it'll be a political play.
But I can't head him off in Topeka. The governor knows I backed Milliken in the primary.
Well, you're the best man we've got, sir. There's only a quarter of an hour to catch that train.
Oh, all right.
Howdy, Miss Edna.
Guess they heard about it in Dodge.
Yeah, they sure did.
What do you think?
Well, if they want to call a special election, they sure can do it.
Does that mean you're against us?
Miss Edna, I seldom mess around in politics.
Papa's right, you know. Dodge City isn't morally fit to be capital of Ford County.
A dirty, nasty, wicked town.
That's the truth, and you know it. What'll people say later on? Fort Dodge can start with a clean slate. This place is a disgrace to Kansas.
Miss Edna,
Yes, sir?
did your daddy send you over here?
Of course not. He tried to stop me.
Why'd you come?
Pa says I got a girly crush on you. But that's not why I came. We have to find out what Dodge City folks plan to do about the election. Gotta know so we can plan our campaign. What's funny? Well, I don't see what's so funny.
Well, you're telling me the truth. You see, politicians, they very seldom do that.
We're not politicians. We're home folk.
All right, no more joking. Miss Edna, in my opinion, I think Fort Dodge has a very good chance of becoming the county seat.
There.
But not if you try any shenanigans. No, it's got to be strictly honest.
Do you think we cheat?
Well, not you, Miss Edna, but, well, those political fellas, you warn your daddy, huh?
Yes, sir. I'll tell Papa. Wyatt, won't you be on our side?
No, I'm gonna have to stick with Dodge.
Why?
It's kind of simple, Miss Edna. If Dodge City is too wicked to become the county seat, it's kind of my fault because, well, they hired me to clean up this town.
Papa'll win you over. And if he can't, I'll sure try. Now, don't you laugh. I can be girly-girly.
No, you stay just the way you are, huh? and look, let's both stay out of politics, huh? Now, you go on, scoot home.
Stranger, I'm Smalley Dunbar. This is Dave Rickard.
Howdy. Howdy.
We both kind of fool with politics in Dodge.
Just the men I want to see. Come inside.
Well, the first thing we've got to do is take them records from Kelly's office. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Besides, Kelly's got a list of the voters.
Stealing records from now on.
We'll take care of it. This is frontier politics, Mr. Granger.
You can't win the election without the list of registered voters. We have to add a lot of cowhands and maybe some dead men.
I don't like it.
Nobody likes it. The point is, do you want Fort Dodge to be a ghost town or the county seat? You can swing a couple of hundred votes from below the line in Dodge, but that won't be enough, Mr. Granger.
All the voters outside of Dodge, the rest of Ford County.
Still not enough. We thought you wanted to win this election. But I guess we're wasting our time. Come on, Dave.
No, wait. Kelly and his people have cut a few corners. I reckon we'll have to do the same thing.
Now you're talking. Politics, Mr. Granger, politics. Well, let's drink to it. Dave, keep an eye on the front door. I'll break in the back.
Right.
That does that. Hal, see that these get out first thing in the morning, will you?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to turn in. You and Hank split the dog watch.
Right. Sure is quiet tonight, isn't it?
That's the way I like it. Hal. There's a man standing in front of Mayor Kelly's office. The wagon just turned the corner.
I'll take a look.
No. Let's give him time. Let's go out the back door.
Hey, Dave. You gonna take all night? I got the voters' books and the tax books. We have them police record and we'll get out of here.
Time to jump 'em?
No. That Smiley Dunbar, he's probably working for the people over at Fort Dodge.
But they're making off with the record books.
I know. I want him to pull this job. You can get your horse and follow him. Don't let him see you.
Come in here. I want you to see this. Look at that. Robbed, stolen, all cleaned out. All the city and the county records gone. Look at it. Just look at it.
I know, Mr. Mayor.
You know? What do you mean you know?
Well, Hal and I saw the whole thing last night.
You saw it and you let him get away with it?
Yes, sir.
Why on earth would you...
Mr. Kelly, Hal trailed him to Granger's store at Fort Dodge.
Tarky Granger. Fort Dodge. It's a dirty political trick. Well, why are you wasting time? Get a posse and hit them quick. Shoot them down. Crack their skulls. But you get those records. That's an official order.
All right. If you want Fort Dodge to win.
I want them in jail. What is this now? Fort Dodge winning.
Well, they made a bad move, Your Honor. Next, they'll try to doctor the voting books.
Then we just let them, huh?
Mm-hmm. And then we let them stuff the ballot boxes.
What? Oh. And then we nab them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll teach them to get into a political fight with Jim Kelly. Well, what if they hide the books?
Well...
Excuse me, Wyatt. Miss Edna Granger wants to see you at the Dodge House.
Thank you. Miss Granger might give us an insurance policy on those books.
No, Wyatt,
Now, Mayor...
good Lord, they didn't get everything. Oh. It's a bad, nasty mess, Judge Tobin. What luck did you have in Topeka?
None. The governor's ordered a special election for Saturday.
Nah. They'll steal it just like they stole the books.
Dodge City outnumbers them 5-1, Jim.
Not with Smiley Dunbar and those hoodlum votes below the line. They'll all go to Granger and his crowd.
Civic pride will keep them from voting to change the county seat.
Civic pride, is it? They want a wide open town and no marshal like Wyatt. They'll move to Fort Dodge lock, stock, and barrel. Well, now, how's Miss Edna and our insurance policy?
He's talking about Mr. Granger's daughter, Judge. She doesn't favor robbery.
I suppose she'd be turning against her own father.
No, sir. If her father's involved, she'll try to save him. Any action in Topeka, sir?
Against us. The whole county will have to vote.
Saturday.
That's short notice. Well, get your high silk hat, Mr. Mayor. We better start campaigning.
You tour the county until Friday night. Then make your big speech in Dodge.
Kelly and Earp are too quiet.
Well, what have they got to shout about?
It's too good to be true.
Well, you ask Dave. There wasn't a Johnny Law in sight. We're in, Mr. Granger. Those county records we got hold the election.
Yes, I reckon. Edna, perhaps you'd better.
Sure. Howdy, Miss Edna.
You see Earp?
Yes? Wyatt was kind of worried. Seems someone broke into the mayor's office last night. Took all their record books.
That's no crime. It's got to be something valuable.
Breaking into a place is a crime.
Forget it, Chickie. Let Earp worry. He's being paid for that. Now, you go into the store and pack me some grub. I'm hitting the speaking trail for votes.
How long?
Be back Saturday morning. That's election day. And the fort's polling place will be here.
I'll need the key to the safe, won't I?
Key? No. There's money enough for change in the cash drawer.
All right, Papa. You always left the key with me before. That's why I asked.
And I say to you, my friends, that Dodge City was ordained by the good Lord to be the metropolis of Ford County. If the seat of county government is moved to Fort Dodge, grass will grow in the streets of our town.
Yay! If Fort Dodge wins the election, we'll soon have a bigger and a better Dodge City.
Yay!
And we won't have Wyatt Earp as marshal. And we won't have Jim Kelly as mayor. We won't have those three hypocrites, Tobin, Kelly, and Earp.
How's the record books in his safe? You wouldn't trust me with the key, but I know how to get into it. When are you coming over?
Tomorrow after the election.
Why not today, right now?
I want the ballot box.
Well, that's not fair. You could get Papa into worse trouble.
No, we can save you, Papa. If you'll help.
Is that a promise?
Yeah.
Thanks, Wyatt. I'm still in love.
Wow. It's the first time I've ever heard of a mourner's bench before the election.
Granger got the crowds, here and all over the county.
Looks bad, Wyatt.
They don't even have to steal this election.
Well, Smiley Dunbar and his crowd wouldn't be happy unless they stole it. Hal, let's just make sure that all our votes are honest, huh?
Wyatt, you're not suggesting that I would stoop to dirty politics.
Well, it is a big temptation, Your Honor.
Don't josh him, Wyatt. If they win, Dodge City will be the ghost town.
I'm sorry. Oh, Hal, I'll need 10 special deputies tomorrow.
Yes, sir. 10? You'll need 24 just to guard the polling place at the fort.
Judge, I think you and Mr. Kelly are plumb tuckered out. Now, why don't you just let me handle the police work, huh?
He's right, Jim.
Well, just tell us one thing. Are you going to get back the county records?
Yes, sir. And the Fort Dodge ballot box, too.
Well, it's in your hands, Wyatt. Come along, Jim. Busy day tomorrow.
Now, don't miss, Wyatt. It means your job and my job and the finish of Dodge City.
Now, the polls close at 7. That gives us a half an hour of daylight. I'm going into Fort Dodge with the peddler's wagon and the fastest team of quarter horses that Chalk Beeson has.
No posse?
Yes. You leave town here with the boys at 7. If I get in any trouble, there'll be gunfire. You just head for the sound of guns.
Jim Knowlton. Friend, if you want to read the fine print, step inside. We're in a hurry. Howdy, Big T.
Howdy, Judge.
Hi, Judge. Glad you could make it.
Just a moment, Judge. Are these men residents of Fort Dodge?
Lived here all their lives.
Sorry, but we need their names and registrations.
Lock them in a storeroom, boys. We're busy with an election.
Now, does anybody else have any suggestions?
I've had enough.
You can't do anything until Wyatt comes. He'd spoil the whole plan.
How did I ever get into this?
You wanted to save Fort Dodge and us, but the wrong politicians took over. Wyatt says it.
Hey, Your Honor, give us a hand. We've got a couple Indians out here that won't vote unless you say it's all right.
Very well.
Well, we got about 900 votes for Fort Dodge. Open up the safe, Mayor Granger.
Hey, what's the meaning of this?
We're going to burn the county record books so they can't trace the phony votes.
Well, that's stupid. If you win, you'll need the county tax records and city police reports.
Who do you think's running this show? You or me?
You're not going to burn these records.
Take care of him, Dave.
Stop it!
You keep out of this. Lock him in the storeroom with the others.
Leave those alone!
Why, you little brat. This. Why, you...
Go lock the door to the store.
But my father, he was...
You'll be all right. Go on. Take the ballot box out to the wagon.
Smiley, open up. Smiley, open up.
You get down from there.
I'm going with you.
We're going to have to make a run for it.
Let's go, come on. Out front, get the horses.
What are you stopping for? They're right behind us.
Get behind those rocks, come on. Keep your head down.
Here, reload that for me.
Give me the Winchester.
Why did you kill them?
No need for it. Posse will be coming any minute.
All right, drop your guns. Drop your guns.
The accused will please rise. Mr. Dunbar, Judge Franklin, Mr. Rickard, you're found guilty of election fraud and sentenced to 2 years in the state penitentiary. Mr. Granger.
Yes, Judge?
Your daughter cooperated with Marshal Earp, and you yourself tried to prevent the destruction of valuable records. The court sentences you to 6 months in jail and will stipulate that you be paroled immediately. Adjourned?
This way, come on.
You still here? Where's your dad?
He went on over to the hotel. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to thank you.
I think Judge Tobin is the one you want to thank.
Him, too. Wyatt, I don't suppose that you'd ever feel like marrying me.
Well, honey, you see, I'm an old man, but, well, if I was your age, you'd be the first girl I'd ask.
Politician.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The great hiding place for Western outlaws was Brown's Hole. And as the historian Charles Kelly remarked in his book Outlaw Trail, it was the toughest outlaw hideout in the West. It covered the corner where Colorado, Utah, and Wyoming join. Not only was the hole a natural fortress, but the outlaws who camped there were the scum of all the cow towns and gold diggings from Texas to Oregon.
We can't send a posse in there, Wyatt. We've tried it half a dozen times. There's only one way to catch Blackie Saunders. That's for a peace officer to go in there disguised as an outlaw. Now, if he's spunky enough...
No, sir, Wyatt can't go. We need him here in Dodge.
Mr. Mayor, he murdered a Wells Fargo guard.
And threatened to kill a woman and a small boy if he talked about it.
Nasty business. But Wyatt's chief deputy quit. And Sheriff Masterson is chasing bank robbers down in Texas.
You're treating this case like a political issue. This is murder and the threat of murder. Those people identified Saunders. Sorry to intrude, Marshal. I'll see if Bill Tillman or Charlie Bassett can help us out.
I'll walk you over to the hotel.
Now, Wyatt?
I'm just trying to be polite, Mr. Mayor.
I didn't come out here merely as a representative of Wells Fargo. We don't care about the money we lost or the mail that was stolen. We're going to get that killer if it takes me 5 years to find somebody brave enough and angry enough to go in there and get him.
Well, I'll get Saunders, Mr. Calvin.
But I thought... I might have known how you'd really feel about it.
I didn't want to argue with Mayor Kelly. When word shouldn't get around that I'm making a long trip.
Of course.
You get me a railroad ticket to Rock Springs. I'll outfit there.
Will you need any help?
No. I know what Blackie Saunders looks like. I want to see that man on the gallows, and I won't rest easy until he does hang.
I'll get the ticket.
That outlaw trail ran from Robber's Roost in the south to Hole in the Wall up north. In the 70s and 80s, many a long rider with a price on his head and the shadow of the hangman's rope on his face joined other desperate men in what they called the last hideout.
There's fear in the air. Death is everywhere in the Badland. In the Badland. And white are the bones lost among the stones of the Badland. Of the Badland. They died who tried to find where the outlaws hide. In the Badland, the Badland, the last hideout of the outlaw band.
Now, who'd you be?
Tim Hardwick.
You carrying a gun?
No. I pawned it for some chow.
What are you doing up here?
Well, you might say I was trying to hide.
Looks like he's telling the truth. He better be. Come on, fella, let's go. This way. Nabbed him in the South Gully, Steve. Says his name is Tim Hardwick.
New man in camp. Line up. Just the way we have to do things, fella.
Yeah.
Take a good close look at him. Any of you ever saw him wearing a star, just walk him off a couple of yards and shoot him. If you got any other beef against him, let's hear it.
You ever been in Wichita?
I've been in a lot of places.
Oh, Yankee, ain't you?
What of it?
I don't like Yankees. Oh!
I said the war was over. Put it away.
You take that gun away from him, and I'll fight him.
We got as many Yanks as Southerners in this hideout. There are no arguments about the war. That's a rule.
Yes, sir.
Any of you recognize Mr. Hardwick?
I never seen him.
Lineup's over. You hungry?
Yeah, sure am.
Hey, Skittles.
Yeah?
Got another belly to fill.
Sure.
Go on. Rest yourself.
Well, thank you.
Where are you running from?
Oh, several places.
Like a real long rider, you and your horse. We got a couple of rules if you aim to stay in camp.
Yes, sir.
We start playing cards or drinking, we check our guns.
Sounds like Dodge City.
Yeah. I heard about that fellow Earp's rule. You and him ever have any trouble?
Nope.
Go ahead, eat. Two more important rules. We don't quarrel with the small ranchers around the hole. They buy our cattle. And we keep away from Shotgun Gibbs.
Shotgun Gibbs?
Shotgun's a real peace-loving man. We stay away from him, he stays away from us. I had a run-in with Blackie about that. Oh, Blackie Saunders. You'll meet him.
Mr. Saunders and Mr. Gibbs, they have a run-in?
Wanted to. Blackie thought Shotgun was a stoolie. All Shotgun wants is to be let alone. And that's all we want, too. Shotgun don't give a hoot if we rustle every maverick on the Cherokee Trail.
Well, you won't have any trouble from me, Mr. Logan.
$10,000 reward for Tim Hardwick, who held up a Wells Fargo stage near Grand Junction, Colorado, May 27th, 1879. Hardwick murdered the driver, wounded the shotgun messenger, and a man passenger. He also made off with a shipment of banknotes and a sack of U.S. mail. The reward will be paid for this man, dead or alive. J.T. Calvin, Vice President, Wells Fargo and Company.
Stupid idiots. Blackie done it. He told me so himself.
Well, better take this stuff back where you found it.
Well, maybe Hardwick found out Blackie done it. Maybe that's why he come here, huh?
That's between Hardwick and Blackie. You keep out of it. You hear me?
Sure, boss. Sure.
What are you on the run for? Picking pockets?
You better get out of camp.
I suppose you and Logan read the wanted poster, huh?
Boss won't do nothing about it, but Saunders might.
Such as?
Such as turning you in for the reward.
All right, I'm leaving.
If I was you, I'd give Shotgun Gibbs' place a wide circle. And, I want my gun back.
So I'll be a target for Saunders when he comes after me?
Whether you hunt Blackie or he hunts you is none of our business. We just don't allow no personal grudges in camp.
Sure.
Hunted men on the run, living by the gun in the bad land. In the bad land. Be fast on the draw, that's the only law of the bad land. Of the bad land.
Blackie, I got some news for you, and it's worth money.
I'm listening.
Come over here.
Can't you read?
Yeah, I can read, Mr. Gibbs.
Now, I'm a peaceable man. I love peace.
Oh?
But if I don't learn you, I'll have all creation a-riding in here. You any good with your fist?
Oh, pretty good.
Well, that's a relief. Because I sure hate to whip a man who can't put up a decent fight.
Wouldn't you like to talk a little bit first?
Nope. You're too darn fancy. Still, will you?
All right.
You're too darn good with your fists.
Now, why don't you just agree to a little conversation, huh?
I come out here to get away from talk. You go put on your guns.
Where are yours?
I'm gonna fetch it right now.
Good.
Ain't you got a 45? I like this. We'll shoot at my distance.
Turned off toward Shotgun's place.
I told Steve that shotgun couldn't be trusted. I bet he put Hardwick onto me. Come on, let's ride.
I'm taking unfair advantage, Mr. Gibbs. You can't do much damage at that distance with the shotgun.
You stay where you are. When I raise my gun, you start a firing.
You've had enough, Mr. Gibbs. Now, look, you want peace? I'm a peace officer. Don't you hear me? I'm a United States Deputy Marshal.
Let me see that pistol you shot me with. 12-inch barrel.
That's a bundle iron special. Hey, your shot almost blew my head off. What were you using?
It's a rifle slug, hand-loaded into a Bryce case. It's my own invention, but it takes a British Greener shotgun to handle it. You could have killed me, but you didn't do it. That makes me beholden to you.
Well, you'll have a chance to get even, Mr. Gibbs. Here. Come on, I'll patch that arm up.
He's with shotgun, all right. That's his horse at the gate.
Ah. Well, he can't stay in there forever. We just take our time and dry gulch him.
Wound's not too bad, Mr. Gibbs. Just broke the skin a little bit.
Well, I figure I'm a lot luckier than Blackie's gonna be when you meet up with him. Threatening to kill a woman and a boy. I knew Blackie was a mean un, but I thought he drawed the line somewheres.
Well, he didn't. So the law draw a line around his neck.
Blast it. A man like me can't find no peace, no place. Kansas City, Abilene, Amarillo, Denver. I tried them all.
Well, there's no peace without the law, Mr. Gibbs.
That means argument, force, shooting and killing.
Well, the law is force when you reason it out.
Well, shouldn't have to be that way.
No, sir, it shouldn't. But you just can't tell a fellow like Blackie Saunders not to rob and murder people. You gotta let him know that if he murders, that the law will...
That's my mule, Roscoe. He's better than a watchdog.
What's he trying to tell you?
People outside. And them rocks beyond my gate. Open the greener for me, will you? My fingers are a mite still.
Well, you sit down, Mr. Gibbs.
Oh?
That's probably Blackie Saunders and a fella called Skittles. They think I'm worth $10,000 to Wells Fargo. Is that your back door?
Yep. I'm going with you.
No, you stay here. Logan trusts you. You'll be a lot more use to me later.
To pay back?
With interest.
Something ain't right. When that mule cuts loose, it usually brings shotgun outside.
Well, maybe Hardwick got him.
I should go back and get Steve and the boys.
You said they wouldn't help.
Well, I'll tell them... I'll tell them you think Hardwick's a Johnny Law. You know, he could be. That wanted poster could be a Wells Fargo trick.
Yeah? Well, what if it's on the level? We'd have to split the reward.
Use your brains. He's holed up in a little fort with plenty of guns and ammo. He's got plenty of food and water. Why, it'll take at least a dozen men to blast him out.
I don't know.
All right. Do it your way. I'm going back to camp.
Oh, Skittles, you ain't going no place. Halt! Halt!
You got that crease a mite deep, didn't you, Marshal? He's apt to be out a long time.
Afraid so.
You shouldn't have let Skittles get away. He's going to bring Logan and his boys down on us.
I had no warrant for Skittles, Mr. Gibbs. Last time I shot at a man on horseback, the horse reared. I killed him.
You regret that?
I'll regret it until the day I die.
Well, you're the first John Law I ever heard say anything like that.
Maybe I can move him away from here before Logan comes.
Yeah? What trail? Across the Red Desert?
Guess so.
Hang it all, there goes my piece again. No, sir, I ain't gonna let it go. I've been living and let live with them outlaws, and I intend to go right on doing the same thing. If Steve Logan comes here looking for you, you're gonna be on your own. I'm keeping my peace.
And then he shot Blackie in the back of the head. Well, I run for my horse, and he yells, "Halt, halt," just like any John Law. Why, he even fired a warning shot at me. I tell you, he is a John Law.
You think he killed Shotgun Gibbs, too?
Why, sure he did. He probably pestered Gibbs for information and then shot him. The proof is, that old mule brayed his head off, but Shotgun didn't come out.
Well, we'll find out for ourselves. Saddle and ride.
You can't get away with this, Hardwick. If Wells Fargo named you for that job, that's your tough luck.
I should hang for what you did, huh?
Hey, what Johnny Law is going to come into this outlaw country after you? Could be maybe you won yourself. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? Well, no peace officer would be that foolhardy.
Well, that shotgun.
Looks like Steve didn't waste any time.
Stay where you are.
Get up, Roscoe. I see him. Get up now. Peace. Huh. Steve Logan and his whole gang at my line fence out there. Oh. You know, I sure bless the day that I ever laid eyes on you.
Look, if you're going to make a fight for it, why don't you make it in here?
Why are you defending him, Shotgun?
Him? I'm defending myself and the peace I used to have around here.
You're sure a sight for sore eyes, Shotgun. We was afraid that Hardwick might have done in with you.
Hardwick? Saunders? Huh! You busting our agreement, Steve?
What do you mean?
The Brown's Hole boys was to stay out of my way.
It still goes?
Yeah? Blackie and Skittles there tried to bushwhack that fella right outside my gate.
Hardwick's a Johnny Law. I still say that...
shut up. What do you know about the fellow, Shotgun?
He's an outlaw, the same as the rest of you. Claims he's being blamed for something Blackie did. But just as soon as Blackie's well, both of them are getting off my place. Now, Steve, you want to interfere with that?
No, we'll let Hardwick settle with Blackie. Sorry to have bothered you, Shotgun. Let's go.
You think you can make it to the railroad?
I'll do the best I can. That won't be good enough. Got a lot of friends between here and Green River.
We're even, Mr. Gibbs.
Well, don't go and get yourself killed. I doubt if I'd fret much about it. But I might.
Peace be with you, Mr. Gibbs. Well, Mr. Gibbs, what happened to you? You start feeling sorry for Blackie here?
Huh. How far are you taking him?
All the way to Dodge City.
He thinks.
Well, I just believe I'll ride along with you a spell, Marshal. Me and Roscoe here think that feller ought to be hanged. We don't want no interruptions.
I'd hate to see you lose your peace, but mighty happy to have you along.
Yeah? Well, the law better find me some peace somewhere, somehow.
It will, Mr. Gibbs, someday.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপর তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরো আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করবো।
দেখো দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা না।
5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা? 5টা। আমি সিআইডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন। স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
গাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না না, আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। ভাই আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ। জিমি জিমি জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু। যাচ্ছে সব বাইক কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে, শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে।
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায়, সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
Mày Mày viết kiểu với thầy ơi. Tôi viết kiểu sự bình chỉnh nhé. Kia na cầm kiếm này. Và cái đem máu này. Kia na cầm kiếm này. Rồi. Thằng lấy rồi. Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Tranh mày tranh để tranh với tao. Nhiều record á. 233 vòng. Mình có đầu bây giờ. Nhật báo mà. Mày cũng trừ đi 30% đó. 20% kiếp quỷ à? 100 không? 110 à? Kiểu tầm 5. Đúng không? Để trừ khoảng 70 bình. Ai mà lại ai Hai mày người vào nè rồi cuối cùng tại wow một tỷ lắm 50 thì vào khoảng là bao nhiêu nhỉ? 2 thì rưỡi à? 5 thì bỏ 250. Đủ. Mày được không? Mày ghê 250 muốn năm nay của ông thầy 29 này 12 3 4 6 7 8 9 5 6 7 8 9 3 5 6 6 3 7 40 à? 40 98 à? Ai 98 ai? Phải bay một phân rồi. What the hell?
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে কথা বলতে বলতে কখন যেন হলে আমার জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার। ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম, গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংস গুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে, ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
Rồi rồi thì xin đấm đầu đấy. Chết mày. Ô. Ui. Chịu. Một chết không chết. Nhưng mà con quái tí giết con chít. Quái giết con chít xong là nó chết luôn. Quái chít để đau đấy. chôn tao. Bài thằng này cũng khỏe à. Thằng 229 chưa chết à? Xong rồi. Gặp cái thằng mạnh nhất rồi. Xong. Đây đi. Đâu có gì nhất rồi. Thôi bài full rồi, nhà xét cơ, đâu có xét. Thằng xét. Tí ăn thằng này à? Thế quả thì mình sẽ xếp bài lệch sang một chút thì sẽ được. Sẽ xét lui sang góc. Chuẩn không vậy. 700 củ anh sẽ revert phát nữa. Còn thiếu 6 củ để revert lên 660 à. Anh không có revert lên 10 400 vòng rồi này. Ông vượt qua kỷ lục 430 không? 430 lap nhỉ. 119 20, 23, 24, 25, 26 27, 28, 29, 30 kỷ lục mới. Đi record. Rồi 233 kỷ lục mới, qua kỷ lục mới tất 3 lap. Ê, thua lại. Phải không? Ê, không thua. Không thua. Mày rồi ăn tao. Rồi có top 4 rồi. Có top 4 rồi. Mình sẽ không phải là cái thằng hậu cái D nữa. Mình cần cái gì rồi? Xẻng rồi cái này ra định mệnh. Được. Ây à, ổn thế nhờ. Một cái gì đây? Một cái nỏ xét à? Một cái nỏ xét rồi. Anh đang phụ đơn luôn, thằng đéo cho thế. Mình đã trả thưởng 1 đô. Xét cây đam phép mà. Cái thằng này à? Thằng này xếp bài lưu trong đấy đi. Xong. Để xua thầy cái lô bên kia. Xếp bài láo mà. Phải bay nhanh như ngựa ấy. Phải xếp bài láo thì nó mới phù hợp. Ok, sự là phù hợp ấy. Không được, không phù hợp rồi. Sắp đi rồi. Sao đứng đây chết nhở? Ê, thằng khỏe đấy. Đừng quăng át nữa, làm ơn. Thua rồi. Thua. Trừ mấy? Trừ 9 à? Trừ 9, binh top 3. Đây. Thằng kia bài ấy mạnh phết. Đâu gì cái gì. Biết là khỏe. Chia anh mày biết. Cả tờ nhà anh nữa 134 ạ. Cái nút lên cho nhiều phép. 135, 36 160, 36 chuẩn. Léo ấy. Mày tích lẻ. Sắp 1 tiếng rồi. Hàng kia khởi động một mới à? Chân không? Đấu trường chân ái. Né sự kiện 100 lap à? Tôi vượt qua kỷ lục không ta? Sự cần vượt qua kỷ lục ấy 600 triệu coin thì đi vớt tiếp. Đéo bật auto đi vớt được. Đéo thì cũng tiền. Bay chọn ông thầy ơi. Uống nước này 200 lap. Chọn chưa? Ok, không nhận gì được. Đi ai?
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু 2টা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক রূপ।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে।
বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে, তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Qua đường luôn bớt anh thì mất 1 tỷ lần nè, nếu 1 tỷ lần càng mạnh. 15 lần khiếp, thằng này mất 1.500 lần. What the hell man. Ủa nó vậy broccoli 1.500 lần thật sự là ổn. Giờ mình là one ba, mình không quan tâm thằng Tana làm gì cả. Ok thầy rồi. I see you again. Để lắp đồ cho ấy á, cho lấy đồ cho Asia. Bên chia lên bên chia linh bên à vẫn đập đồng đấy chứ. Anh đã chỉnh như thế rồi. 6 7 8 9 34 35 36 7 38 9 2 5 36 7 8 9 180 vòng à? 10 này, 7 này, 2 lần perfect này. Đúng. 3 lần hết liên tục. Ai à? Trung tâm. Thua lại. Ê, tao gặp lại thằng này Dương ơi. Thằng này tao thua ở trận trước này. Thua thằng này trận trước này, sao tao đái vào thì lúc đánh xong trận sao ấy. Thế tao vào trận luôn, thế tao vào trận luôn. Đó, cả thằng này nữa này. Thằng này cũng ở trận trước này. Hai thằng trong 1 trong 2 trận trước. Nó mới để ý tên đấy, mình nhớ là đi. Gặp lại à. Vẫy tay xin chào. Nhận vật sau. Thương nhau. Mà ngập không muốn rời. Được sao? Ô giờ mình còn chưa tới đây Ari, nếu mà nhặt Ari vậy, chung búa. Ari không? Bình an ở phía trước cho sống trong ai phải không? Nhưng mà chẳng sao qua lấy tay xin chèn. Mày đi đâu chôn à? Mình 8 ấy. Mình 8 luôn quan tiếp. Từ xong rồi ơi à. Làm tên đánh cũng bành. Sợ thế. Nếu đánh cây Sa Long Vương thì thua đấy.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর। মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি তো উল্টো হলো কেন? আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া,
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে। ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Dương ơi, ra xem quanh người. Theo người đá nhìn này. Nhớ hiểu. Chỉ là phút đi rồi. Có cái đéo gì? Ui. À, chị ba kìa. Nghỉ đi em, anh chưa nghỉ được lâu. Rồi. Nhá đi. Nhá đi vượt lùi. À, cảnh vệ đấu sĩ thực sự một bản hắc ám của là thì tất cả trận đấu ấy, 7 trận đấu xong một đấu ạ. Đây 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 này hết rồi đây này đây đây chất lỡ đéo gì. Lần à? Vâng, có số ca sự binh như thế nhỉ? Số cái thay cho Roblox quay để quản. Trong game này cái token dùng như Roblox quay, không có game này thôi. Nhưng mà đắt điên, mấy đồ gọi là đắt điên, tại vì mình kiếm được tiền này, mình kiếm được. Bởi vì hồi máu với bố, đấy, rồi ôi đấm con CV2 như lợn. Trời ơi, quý. Tuấn silent cheat mình rồi. Bố xong đấu rồi. Xong. Để giữ đi để con này trước này. Được lui rồi. Ok. Anh đi dàn cá để xong. Lên nhỉ? Nếu không là đéo gì ăn. Quan tối ăn xử lần ít đấy. Lúc chưa ngồi bóc cả một túi lạc vào cho anh bóng lốp một tí, các cái răng một đống lên. Tiếp bạn khỏe đấy, bạn khỏe đét mà. Rồi bao nhiêu tiếng rồi? Anh chắc là hơn 20, tầm 25 gì đấy. Quỷ đấy. 2 ngày. Ê, đéo dồn được cái đéo này này. Công không đi đắp đầu tanh đi rồi xong mình này là bút chòi đồng đấy, bút to đấy, to điết mà điên, to điên. Buồn lắm em ơi, ai bây giờ anh vào xem kêu quên livestream, nhưng mà xem livestream xong bị lag quá, anh đéo xem. Là cái OS gì và OS đéo hiện cái xem trước lên kệ thì kia xem lại xong. Tướng 2 và 2 sao à? Đéo được. Còn kia này ở kia này. Còn kia này. Đây kiếm một quyền lắc 2. Còn không. Đéo còn. Đúng rồi, đột tay nó lắp phụ lạnh của bố. Xin tính xong quay ba lô rồi, quay được 7 phút nữa để qua định nhà. Broccoli yes. Sao lại chết mình thế rồi. Ác quỷ phi phai sống dai thành huyền thoại. Chi bro núp. Ngu nhọt à? Chiếc Tana này. Cái này vứt hàng đi. Rồi, ngon. Chiếc Tana. Cha Tanit. Đây à? Vào đây. Đến không? Ủa đến luôn mở. Nguyên sàn à? Này, cái quanh cái đá này phải hỗ trợ nguyên sàn đấy. Cho nhiều ạ. Đầu ca. 5 phút nữa làm có thể cũng nót. Thì quật rồi, đây rồi. 5 đồng nữa làm qua đồng 30 5 đồng nữa mà vẫn có 18 đồng một chút. Pet không? Rồi, mảnh đét. Xong đấu giải hơi mở. Mà lại gì? 2 đồng, 5 bạc. 7k game mở. Xếp bài cực quý này, xếp bài tam giác. Tam giác là tác sang tác là thành sang đá đánh lắp full đồ ấy. Sorry nhé. Đi xin. Đó là ngon. Một tổ đi xin này. Một tổ đi xin, một tổ nguyên là xong. Ta đi xin nó không? 2% ta đi xin nó không? Đấy là đi xin cho bố. Áo xin. Có gì bia. Soraka. Vienna. Chết rồi. Đây cũng được mà. Rồi lắp đây đi. Ở trên này đây đi. Rồi. Một vé số tông cả ký. Trong mai xịt phẩm bên ý. Hàng giờ hút không thể cúc. Cái này nhảy. Cái này kia. Rồi cái tay ra nội trong 3k đánh. Sơ block lùi 5700. 007. Xong rồi, bị giật máy view, bị giật biết. Đánh đéo này. Đéo sao đánh bên nhà, xuống đúng không? Chết, đéo dân na rồi, dân na ra. Chết cuối giật. Long rào